The following contest is the Women's War Games match! The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Cap wanted a war, and now she has one.
Introducing first, from Norwich, England, Paige!
Cap has to be the...
Bailey is a ring general, ready for battle.
And from San Jose, California,
War Games is a match with no rival. 2 rings, 1 giant cage, and 8 superstars ready to risk it all for the big victory.
Not only is pride on the line here, Cole, but depending on which team wins, we're going to have either Becky Lynch or Bailey as the #1 contender to Bianca Belair's title.
That's true, but first things first, no one in this match should be looking past the goal of surviving War Games. Famous, sir.
German suplex.
Stomping, ouch. That looked bad.
And Bailey's having trouble managing his onslaught.
Bailey's game plan isn't working how she wanted.
Bailey turns it around.
She's managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
If Bailey was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
Oh, impressive counter. Caught with the backbreaker. Countdown's on and get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants. German suplex.
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplying.
A wild look in her eye.
Facebreaker.
And she's been brought to a disadvantage now.
Yeah, her defensive instincts are all that's keeping her alive.
Oh, and then the chest as well. Oh, what power with the German.
Oh, man, spine-crushing impact.
And Bailey gets knocked around again.
Bailey's in danger here. Oh, my goodness.
Now, kick right to the gut. Setting them up. That'll do some serious damage. From behind. Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor.
And the skip.
Tracking the leg here. Oh, look at the torque on the spine. Quite the predicament for her here, but she's able to slip through and reverse the move. Takedown, and now punches right. Vicious, aggressive attacks. One kick, two kicks, and a clothesline. And she will climb the cage. Not the smartest of ideas. Oh, look out. Oh.
Becky Lynch hits the ropes, connects with a leg drop, and more to come. Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver.
I'm going to tap out here, but a single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Oh, in the chest as well.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Elbows to the face.
Up and down. What a slam.
Face lock applied. Hoisted up. DDT! Is it enough to put Bayley away?
Countdown underway. The odds of out to no longer be even.
On the loose, looking to change the landscape of this match.
Fought back with a punch to the gut. Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Rampage! Man, that's another focused attack to her torso area.
She's starting to climb up the wall of the cage.
Flying!
And Becky now getting in position. Don't do it! Risking it all with a daring leap from the top and suffering the consequences.
Oh, look at Becky.
There it is. Manhandle slam. Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
She's sent straight into the steel platform that separates the rings.
And more hits up there can leave you dazed.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Hamstring crushing knee strikes.
Orthopedic strikes. She's up on top of the wall, but leaving the cage would mean forfeiting the match.
Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
And that's gotta hurt.
Boom! And here we go. Climbing up the cage, only bad things happen. Launching.
She certainly took a chance there.
High risk with no reward.
And she keeps delivering shots to the torso.
She's been effectively targeting that area throughout this match.
Oh no, she is sent plummeting to the canvas.
Ooh, things definitely didn't go to plan for her. Sitting high above the ring, the only question is to what end? No, 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 no! What the hell did we... Uh-oh. DDT! What an exclamation mark right there.
Oh, yeah. She is really getting fired up.
And that toss sent them soaring. The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
From behind. Back suplex.
Bursting out of the cage, eager to capitalize on the situation. Into a powerbomb!
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Flapjack! Face first. Oh, from behind.
I guess she plans to add injury to insult when she comes in to join the fray.
German suplex.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Drop kick.
Takedown, and now punches right.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
cranium. Dishing out a suplex.
A rough landing as she was launched like a missile into the other ring. Backbreaker.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
Bailey avoids the assault.
From the top.
Meanwhile, Lita.
Sorely needed reinforcements about to arrive. Let's see what kind of impact they have.
Dakota can't come back from that.
And Io is in a daze. It could be the... Oh, that's a great...
Becky Lynch with a shot to the back, setting her up.
So-called taking flight. And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed.
That might clinch this for Lita.
Blast off. Finds the roll-up.
It is over. He's locked.
Oh, it turns out
This trap, but she gets away.
And there's the save. Let's keep fighting. Ascending the War Games cage. No idea what her plan can be.
watch out. Shoulders down. Oh, no. Oh, it was over.
Oh, grief, this is chaotic. Come on, ref.
Oh, man, by the hair. Hair whip.
Lita is putting her opponent on notice. Oh, basically hammering their opponent into the floor.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble. Two count. She did it. She picked up the victory.
Here are your winners, Paige, Becky Lynch, Lita, and Alexa Bliss.
Becky and the captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi? Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my God, Shotzi came prepared. I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is gonna be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off what's about to happen.
Shotzi just picked up speed. She's gonna rail the cage. Into the side.
Down they go. This is bad.
I can't believe what just happened.
We need some help out here, fast.
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What the hell was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops. I'm gonna be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announce War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
It wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
Here we go with this so-called major announcement.
I'm afraid this is a good news, bad news kind of night. And I've always been a bad news first kind of girl. So here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
Well, at least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce, given Becky's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with, the Real Suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait. How did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of, let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me, and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Bayley?
That's Bayley's music, but where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Bayley from behind.
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a women's world championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bayley or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match. Here we go. We thought it was all over at War Games, but Cap getting named #1 contender apparently upset certain members of the locker room.
Yeah, at least the ones who felt they were more deserving coming out of that War Games match.
Either way, Bianca Belair just got a night off, while two of her possible future opponents are going to tear each other apart. The women's
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
Can she do it here? She's quick to get her shoulder up.
I think this ref might be a little slow on the count.
Able to get out of the way.
Oh, man. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. German suplex. Foot just stomping down. And Bayley is being humbled here.
Bayley looks to be well measured right now.
Good timing with that reversal.
Turned inside out by the German.
Gosh. And now she's looking to go top rope.
Taking flight. Bayley did her homework there.
Boom, slam.
With authority. Drop kick finds the spot.
German suplex.
She anticipated that one.
Geez, you might break a neck that way.
Oh my gosh.
Bayley looking a little worse for wear after taking that hit.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around. Followed up by another to the chest.
Bayley struggling to defend herself.
Bayley's being cut off at every pass.
She returns the favor there.
Uh-oh.
Cradle DDT.
Shoulders down. An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the Tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using the crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
Russian leg sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Does it look smaller?
Huh?
That's what kids always say when they come back home, right? They go off to the great wide world, come home, and everything looks small. Haven't seen you around here much lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little smaller? I was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd stop in to get a few reps in before my big match with Bianca.
Shotzi's not also in the neighborhood, is she? You know my insurance doesn't cover tanks.
I don't think you have to worry. Tanks don't get great gas mileage, so she probably won't come crashing through the wall. No promises, though.
And just when I was starting to feel nostalgic about you breaking things around here. How are you feeling after that crutch attack?
I'm fine. Can you believe Shotzi's still bitter you didn't book her in TBD? And now she's turning it into a whole thing about how I stole her so-called War Games idea.
In fairness, it's you who didn't want to book her.
What? Really?
I believe your words at the time were, "I'm not impressed."
That does sound like me. But I was probably just being flippant.
Being flippant without thinking that your actions could actually have consequences? Yeah, definitely you. Then, on purpose or not, Shotzi effectively brings you up to the big leagues, and instead of any sort of thanks, you steamroll right into a fantastical whirlwind tour of all things WWE.
Let's be fair. I didn't steamroll right away. And Shotzi brought me to Raw so she could make an example of me.
Maybe, but is that also why she pitched you the idea for a War Games match when you were GM? A match you thought was a good enough idea to book but then shut her out of?
I never said it was my idea. Besides, it wasn't a groundbreaking suggestion, and everything worked out.
Right, because I'm sure the WWE Universe saw the superstar GM announce the War Games match, put herself in it, and then thought, who else can I give credit to for setting up this awesome main event? It worked out for you. And now you get a championship match against Bianca Belair. Shotzi? Not so much.
Jeez, whose side are you on, Geneva?
You know whose side I'm on. That's why I gotta be straight with you, to make sure you get your head right so you can take that title from Bianca.
You know, after ignoring WWE for so long, becoming their champion is the only thing I can dream of.